Why do I feel like we're not live right now? Sweden update. Okay, hold on. I might have a problem. We might not be live right now. One sec. YouTube. YouTube must be having a day. I don't see it. Alright, may have to start the stream, end it and start it over. Okay, now it's playing, but I'll have to see if it's working. Put a like on that for now. Hopefully we don't have to start over and delete it. Let me do something real quick. Napoleon wasn't short. He probably wasn't. Okay. It looks okay. How's it looking to y'all? Let me know if it lags or anything, because I think the YouTube ingest server is kind of schlarking right now. So we might end up having to do this later if the server's being a little congested. Or I might end up having to start the stream over so it can filter through. But just to give everyone forewarning. Because it took a second for it to start, but I know that wasn't my internet. Which I did fix my internet and change it today to a much better alternative that I used to have and should have stayed with. But welcome back everyone to the original setup. Looks okay to me, plus my PC is working again. Nice, that's good to hear, Fazio. Good. We're gonna wait like a couple minutes here like we did with actually, while we're waiting, I want to see if I can make the resolution a bit better. It did the same, it's doing the same thing Crusader Kings did. Can I... It won't let me change the resolution? Really? So let's full screen it. You must restart the game for these changes to take effect. Okay, 1 second, guys. You're gonna see my desktop real quick. Alright, where to go? So it's closed. Restart. Get rid of the icon so it's not such a clutter to the stream. Because I don't like, there we go. I don't like when it does, does that. Because it makes the boxes for the text so tiny that I can barely read them. So I know no one in stream can see it. So. Yeah, see, it's a little weird positioning now. His head is now eating the screen, but we'll fix it. As long as it lets me change the resolution, now it's full screen, we should be good. That was hilarious. Currently playing the Warmock. Ooh, nice. Oh yeah, that's right. I cannot wait. By the way, good news. Good news for everyone. I don't know if I'll be doing it tomorrow or this week yet. It depends. I know the 3rd's only right around the corner, but I just wanted to let everyone know that if it works out, it might be this week. But I don't want to get everyone's hopes up yet. But I am planning on it for this week. But if not, the latest will be next week. We will for sure be able to do it next week. Y'all know what game I'm talking about. Now let's see if it'll let me mess with this now. Now see, now it lets me change it. We gotta go down. I wanna go... Well, no. I think it's this one? Let's see. We're gonna have to keep restarting the game a couple times. That's why I'm doing it this way. You know what I should have done? I didn't think about this. I'll do it this way. Oh, really? I just added... Okay. So we need to go down to, what would that be under? I guess they have their own, so it would be E. There we go. That's a good way to get around it. So we don't have to keep bringing the icons back up and down all the time. Get this resolution right before we start. Give everyone a chance to join up anyways, at least. Lost a tiger. Oh, dang, that sucks. Oh, what happened? Oh. Guess it was just taking a second to centralize the screen and make it fit. Hopefully that's big enough. That looks good. It looks a lot better than it did. The green little thing at the bottom's pretty sizable now. I think this is what we want. I need to get me a new Samsung smart monitor for this thing. Lost it saving my Stugs. Well, okay, that's worth it if that's the case. Losing a tiger to save some Stugs, that's worth it because Stugs are extremely powerful. So, I would have done that. Alright, that's a lot better. It's still kind of small, but I feel like y'all can actually see that now. Let's see how it looks in the stream. Yeah, that's more decent. I feel like we can actually see the tutorial boxes now. If we have to, we'll crank it up, crank it down one more. Because it'll make everything bigger. I'll need to write it down. What I need to do, because I've written everything else down for my computer I'm doing now. I need to write down this one's current resolution that it works perfectly at. With this screen and my setup. So. But this does look decent. What time is it? 6 o'clock? Alright, let's at least start the tutorial. If this is anything like how complicated it ended up being on Hearts of Iron, then we're gonna need to take our time. So it'll give time for everyone to still make it. Alright, tutorial. Basic tutorial, advanced tutorial, basic controls. Can y'all see that? Y'all can see that. Loving that more and more RTSs are adding dynamic campaigns. I agree. That's something that's why I'm really excited about, like, the way the new Company of Heroes works and stuff. Like, so many games are doing this now, RTS-wise, and I love it, because I've always loved dynamic campaigns. I love being able to alter something to make it better or worse, depending on the situation, or mistakes even I made, right? You know, it would be kind of cool. Alright, so, basic controls, let's play that. And this game is decently old, so it may take a minute for it to do certain things. Even for my computer. Plus there's a lot to load on these maps. There it is. Alright, cool. You can minimize this interface at any time by clicking the minimize button. To show it again, you simply click maximize. Maximize! Click the next. Alright. You can at any time pause the game by pressing the spacebar button or by clicking the time control interface. You can speed up time or slow down time by using the time control interface or pressing plus and minus. See, just like Hearts of Iron, that part is exactly the same. Button on your keyboard. Unpause the game, wait until the 1st of January to continue. Oh. Yeah, okay. Click the next button to continue. You can use your mouse pointer to move the camera by moving it either top, left, bottom, or right side of the game screen. You can also use arrow keys on your keyboard, or do it by holding down the mouse scroll wheel and moving the mouse If you click the minimap in the lower right corner of your screen, you will also move the camera to that location. Move the camera by using arrow keys. Oh, that's... Can I do it anyways? Okay, well, I'm going to click next to continue. I already know how to do that. That's pretty self-explanatory. To continue, you must zoom in so you can see all of your empires. Okay. You often need to change your zoom to get a better view of the world and what is going on in other parts of it. Let me read chat real quick, because these text things tend to be a little long on these tutorials. Let's see. Adds replayability. Plus in Call to Arms... Plus, in Call to Arms Chase, they can be used with mods. That's true. That's true. That's why I cannot wait to see all the crazy things that are going to come out of the newer style RTSs. It's going to be so fun. You can zoom out by using the scroll wheel on your mouse or by clicking the zoom out button located near the minimap on the bottom button. So you must zoom out. How far you want me to zoom out? Okay, apparently all the way. Now that you've zoomed out, try zooming in instead. Here we go. Apparently this is us right now. Right? Or no? Are we... Oh, we're up here. So once we... Scotland. Wow, that'd be funny if it starts me with Scotland. Let us see if you understood how you can use the camera. Ah, it's just giving me a random location. Try finding a certain province by moving the camera or zooming in and out. Follow the arrow until you find the province. When you find the province, the arrow will snap to the point downwards. Follow the arrow north and left click on it to continue. Gotcha. This tutorial is a little better than the Hearts of Iron one was. At least so far. It's going to give me a little bit better control and teaching things. I imagine other things are going to be probably problematic for me to learn, that it might not explain quite as well, but we'll see. Alright, end of the chapter. And this is separated into different segments, so maybe that's also why this one might be better. You have now learned how to control the camera. In the next chapter, you will learn about controlling armies and fleets. Alright. Rebels have taken over a province of Pale. Or Pale? Okay. Pale, you must defeat them. Select the army stationed in London, in the London province, by clicking on it or holding left mouse button and dragging a square around it. Okay. We don't start with muskets, but, you know, that is the funny thing about this game. So we gotta go over here to the Gwynedd. Now that you have selected the army, right-click on any province to move there. To get the Palais, you first need to go to Gwynedd. You have the army selected and right-click on Gwynedd. Then unpause the game so the unit will move there. That part will be simpler than Hearts of Iron because the armies are a little different how they work. They're more akin to what Crusader Kings does. Because as you can see, there's different units inside the regiment. This is kind of a combination of the two, in my opinion, to be fair, when I watch this game. It's a little bit of Hearts of Iron, but it's also Crusader Kings as well. Not as much political control, though, so... Alright, now to move your army to Gwynedd. So I've got to unpause and let them move. And there. Pause. Oh, there we go. Okay. You will need to transport your army to I'm going to say Palais. I don't think it's called Pale. To Palais by boat. Click Attach to Transport button to load the army into the ships. Ah. Okay. Your troops are now attached to the Royal Navy in Port Gwynedd. So I imagine you have to have a navy there. So maybe these guys are carrying them? Royal Navy in Port Windward. To transport your troops across... Oh, why are you... No, stop. Why are you on pause? To transport your troops across the Irish Sea, you need to select the fleet by clicking on it or by dragging the selection block. Select the Royal Navy. Okay, so that's these guys. Okay. To move your fleet, right-click the Irish Sea province. Once your fleet moves out of the port, attached units will be embarked on the ship. So, Irish Sea province. Okay. Now I want to pause again. To disembark your troops, have the fleet selected and then click the transport button. So have the fleet collected and click transport. I'm going to highlight it before I do it. To select your army. Select your embarked army to continue. So transport. Now that your army is selected, right click on Palais province where the rebels are to order your troops to disembark. So here. Order your army to Palais to continue. Okay, they're going in. We are now fighting. I'm going to pause just because I want to read what it says. Your army is now fighting the rebels in Palais. When the battle is over, you will have to besiege the province because it has been taken over by the rebels. The battle window will appear whenever you have selected an army that is engaged in battle. So that. Oh, these are my units versus theirs, I assume. The reds are me? Yeah. Wow. We outnumbered them quite hard. I do like it shows that. That's kind of cool. It shows how many, like, actual troops are outnumbered. Oh, and it shows who's attacking who. Whoa, that's cool. I don't know how that means anything yet, but that's really cool. Wonder if it's like position means damage. That's... Okay. Your army is now fighting the rebels. Besieged, taken over. Battle window will appear when you have an army selected that's engaged. Remember to unpause the game. Unpause the game and defeat the rebels. Alright. Rebels defeated. It paused it automatically. Okay. You defeated the rebels on the battlefield, but the city is still under rebel control. Your army is besieging Palais. And it will take some time before the defenders will surrender. Reconquer Palais to continue. I assume they're already doing it. Yeah, I see a bar going up. So let's pause real quick. So they are. So let's let them do their thing. Let's zoom in. Yeah, there's a bar filling up. Alright. It's paused automatically again. Let's zoom back out. Whoa, not that far. Okay. Victory! You have defeated the rebels and recaptured Palais. You have completed Chapter 2 of the tutorial. In the next chapter, you will learn about production. Let's go. In this chapter, you will learn about... let me read chat real quick. Looks like late pike and shot and early colonial. That's where you start, and then you eventually end up in muskets and Napoleon era type fighting. But you do start, but I do agree, like, you start with, like, pike and shots, it looks like, yeah. I can tell because it says there's 10 something that does have a gun, but not necessarily a straight musket. And then there's horse cavalry, like, normal. No cannons, though. We have no cannons. At least not in that army I'm looking at right here. But yeah, I think it's pike and shot. In this chapter, you will learn about recruiting regiments, building ships, and constructing buildings. All production takes place in a province. Click London on the map to continue. See, even though I've gotten I do find the Hearts of Iron UI really cool to look at. I do think this, even though it looks complicated, my brain automatically kind of recognizes this a little better for some reason. Maybe it's because I play so many more medieval strategy games than I do modern war style strategy games. That I just see this menu right here, especially. This gives me, even though this gives me like Age of Empires / Total War vibes for like settlements. And this menu as well. So, okay, cool. Each province is different and has a different economic or military value depending on such things as base tax, trade power, strategic location, or what kind of trade goods they produce. You will learn more about these values later. Provinces are where all unit production takes place. You can recruit regiments, build ships, and hire mercenaries. Click next to continue. Armies consist of regiments that can be of 3 different types: infantry, cavalry, or artillery. Each regiment has 1,000 soldiers total. Well, or something like that. Okay, oh. Click the recruit regiment button to continue. Okay. In the recruit regiment window, you will see a list of units available for recruitment. Recruiting a regiment will cost you 1,000 manpower in addition to ducats. Manpower is an important resource that regenerates over time. Without sufficient manpower, you cannot train new... Yeah, that's something in this game that I do appreciate more than even Crusader Kings. You can't have infinite war. Which Crusader Kings has its own way of manipulating this and resembling this. But I do feel like this has a more realistic way to show battle fatigue, and there's just not enough troops to keep the war going. Without sufficient manpower, you cannot train new armies or reinforce existing ones. You can see your manpower in the... Whoops, that's a scroll down. In the top left corner of the screen. So let's see which one of these is. Is it this one? It is. So we currently have 19,705 manpower. So we have that many people that can become troops. We have 1,000. I assume same thing with sailors. Like if you're making ships, you need sailors. Just seeing this menu up here. State maintenance, army maintenance, fleet maintenance, fort maintenance. Okay. And then taxation, production, trade. And then this is stability. I wonder if this is just good to be at 0 or if you want this as a plus. That I don't know. Corruption, you definitely want that at 0. Depending on, I guess it depends on who you're playing. Prestige. Prestige affects many things, but primarily how likely other nations are to accept our proposals, and how likely it is that our royal marriages, so they do still do royal marriages in this game, okay, will result in personal unions. Probably not as detailed as what Crusader Kings does, but that okay. Legitimacy. Our legitimacy changes by this per year due to whoa. Uh-oh. What just happened? Oh. Did I just lose my internet? What happened? No, y'all are still watching. Did it just... Oh, was that just a... Oh. That was just a pop-up. My Steam Messenger flunked out and it kicked me out of the game. That was weird. Funny, pike and shot was invented to stop French QP combo. That is kind of funny, right? Oh, what the hell? It's doing it again. Okay, cool. I'm glad I'm reconnected. Why are you showing me this? Get out of here. I don't need to know about my Steam Messenger right now. Apparently this game is so old, it's one of those games that defaults to it kicks you out of the game when something pops up on your desktop. Good to know. Okay, back to what we were learning. So yeah. Legitimacy is the measure of how legitimate monarchs are perceived to be by their subjects. Heirs with a weak claim will have low legitimacy when they inherit the throne. Ah. So once again, though, there is some Crusader Kings playing at work in this game. Interesting. And then this one is power projection. Not enough rivals. Okay. Third rank great great power, because we're England. With the following effects: global trade, morale of navies, If you have at least 25 power projection, you gain leaders without upkeep +1. Wow. If you have at least 50 power projection, you gain +1 of all, whatever that is. Oh, it's these. Ah, diplomacy power. Does it say what this does? Doesn't fully. It's probably going to explain that later. Administrative power, that's pretty, like, self-explanatory. That's much like what Stellaris does. And then military power... I assume that's our troops. Like, if we go above this, we can have problems. Because we can have currently... base value of 3. Henry's skill is only a 0 right now. And then we can have 2 leaders. Okay. We're in the Age of Discovery. That part reminds me of Age of Empires when I hear that. This age will start 120 after... Okay, so... This age will start 120 months after the following is true. Protestant is enabled. You have 0 available merchants, colonists. You have 3 available diplomats, and missionaries. Okay. Let's read now. Oh, let me read chat first. Let's see. Gendarme and Swiss pikemen. Yeah, I think it said gendarme, but I'm pretty sure it auto-corrected that a little bit. And Swiss pikemen, nobody could stop that. Uber armored French knights plus the Swiss heap of violence. Yeah, your army's getting deleted. Yeah, that's like a freight train with like spikes on the front of it. Alright. You can see manpower top left. Alright, recruit any regiment in London to continue. Oh, excuse me. What does this regiment mostly have? We don't have a lot of cavalry. Let's get some cavalry. So it's doing its thing now. There are 1 units in queue. I wonder if I have to do that. I don't know how many is in 1. Does it tell me? 1,000. So I assume there's 1,000 in 1. So let's see what it says. You can build ships by selecting a coastal province and clicking build ship. So that would be here. There we go, found it. Heavy ships are large warships that excel in combat. Light ships are faster ships that are mainly used to protect your trade, but are also useful for exploration. Galleys are cheaper warships that should be used in inland seas. Lastly, there are also transport ships to ferry your troops over water. Build any ship in London to continue. Is this an inland sea? We would do better with a galley here instead of a big man of war. It's also cheaper, so we'll do a man of war. I mean a galley. Because it wants me to build any ship. Oh, in London. Hold on. Why London? Oh, because there's a river. Oh, that counts. Okay. Ah, then here's what I want then. Now what is this? Buildings can be constructed to make improvements to provinces. Improvements can vary from increased tax income to more powerful forts to increased trade. Constructing buildings is vital for strengthening your economic and military power. Open the Buildings tab to continue. So that's this. Buildings are categorized in different categories according to their use. Oh, hold on. Let's pause real quick so I can finish reading this. Buildings are categorized in different categories according to their use. Some buildings within the same category will replace others, and others are marked by yellow arrows, while others, such as the university, can be built independently of the others. Construct any building in London. So what we got here? Can I build this? You need diplomatic okay, so no, I can't build any of these gray ones. So we can build a tax office, get even more money. What's our current money? Are we making money? The previous monthly balance was plus 3.0. That's not bad. It's not great either, to be fair. Local trade power? You know what? Let's get this. It's gonna cost 100 gold. I have plenty. Build time. Local trade power plus 50%. Let's build a little market in London. It would seem kind of strange not to have one in London. Okay. There are 2 different queues for production in a province. The unit queue allows you to either build ship or recruit a regiment. You can also queue buildings. The building queue allows you to either construct a building, make core. Give me a second, I want to see if there's a button for what I'm thinking that means. This means like make a core of units, like a army corps. That's what I'm assuming that also could be. Okay. We'll figure it out. Make core, convert religion, which I saw that button. Or change culture. Each of the 2 queues can do one. Each of the 2 queues can do one thing simultaneously. Click next. I understood that. It didn't sound like it did, but I actually did. As an empire grows larger, it becomes more difficult to manage. The production interface will help you with constructing larger amounts of buildings or training troops. Selecting a building from a list will update the map mode with information regarding where you would get the most benefit. Click the production interface button to continue. Okay, so now I got it. This is where we... Oh, there's an arrow. Oh, okay. Select a unit from the list and then click on the map to start production. So select a unit, so you. You can either click directly on the map or click the star icon. Plus icons. I'm an idiot. Clicking a province more than once will queue that ship or unit more than once. Start production in 5 different provinces. And then remember to unpause the game. Okay. So let's get some more. We got cavalry coming from London. Let's get one here. Then we'll go and do 2 of these. We'll have some come here. And we'll put one on the coast. I don't think we've done 5 yet. So that's 1, 2, 3. Let's do a cavalry up here. 4. 4. We need 1 more. We'll do another basic infantry. We'll do it here. I am recruiting 5. What do you mean? Oh, then unpause the game. Ouch. I've got to let it do its thing. There we go. Nice. We got some units built up. Nice. Okay. This concludes chapter 3. Production. In the next chapter, you will learn about war. Even though we did already kind of attack. Probably how to declare war. Where do you want me to go? Over here, huh? Okay. Let me read chat. Make sure I haven't missed anything. Uber armed French. No, already read that. Okay. Make sure I'm not getting behind. We're going to be taking our time with this anyway, so. When you declare war on a target, you want to have a casus belli on them. If you do not have a casus belli or justification for the war, you will suffer negative effects from declaring war on them. If you click the Leinster province, you will notice the declare war button. So click on Leinster. You will notice the declare war button. When you click on it, you will see that you only have the option of no casus belli. Okay, hold on. Where is it? Okay. No casus belli. Okay. Fortunately, your nation has a core on a core. How do I know that kind of stuff? Let's see. Fortunately, your nation has a core on the Lannister province, which will grant you a casus belli to take it. However, like many other elements of the game, the casus belli will be updated after running the game a few in-game days. Unpause the game for a few days, then click on Lannister province, then click diplomacy. So, unpause the game for a few days. So let's click cancel. X this out. So unpause the game for a few days, then click the Lannister province. Okay. Right there, should be good. Then click the Lannister province again, or Lannister province again. Then click diplomacy. You see, now I have one. Reconquest. They held provinces that are rightfully... Oh, does it mean that that's a part of my... Oh. Wait, no? How do I know what a core is, then? Take core... Lane? Does it tell me? It doesn't. Let's see. See, that's just the faction. Huh. Well, that is something I'll have to figure out. Why is that considered part of ours? Isn't that Ireland? Because Scotland, part of Scotland's up here, right? Because this should be, isn't this Ireland? Or maybe not yet? Wait, hold on. Oh, it's not united yet. That's for sure. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. And I can call Portugal to help me. So, declare war on Lannister to continue. You cannot call an ally who refused a call to arms. Okay. Core return. Like it's a core unit of something. But anyways, let's do it. Okay. Defeat, wow, just, you know, hey, defeat them. Move your troops into the Lannister province to engage their army. You must also besiege, you must also besiege and occupy their province before you can continue. If you want to bring all your troops, you will have to ferry them over and merge them into one army. Alright, well, let's do that then. I feel like I would have had more units before I did this, like at least one or two more, but you know. We'll take an extra unit with these. Let's bring these guys all over here. What it'll do is that'll be the backup unit for this unit. Because we have a 13k, so. I want to leave some units to defend. Even if it is just 1k. Alright, so let's unpause. Get our units over there. Okay, pause. I got them selected. I gotta find the button. There are no... Oh, I need friendly ships. Right. Okay, pause. Now there should be friendly ships. Attach transport. Alright, so we're gonna have them just go ahead and start moving, but they're gonna go over here. I wonder how I merge these. Let's get them both in the same province. Okay, pause. How do I merge? Is that it? I think that means they're attached. I don't know if that's what I wanted. I actually don't know. Aha! There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, there we go. Alright, so first, let's begin the war. Transport. Now that they're selected, we want here. And then we're gonna unpause. Our troops are going down for some reason. Okay, pause. Bring the ship back over here. That's your transport. Looks like we won, but I'm gonna keep the reinforcements in the ocean. Cause we got a besiege now. They should be able to handle that on their own. I'll just hold out here just in case they need it. They're having a... Is that a supply shortage? What's happening? Status quo. What is happening? Supply shortage. I'm not sure what's happening right now. I hope we're winning. It's kind of hard to tell. The troops are going down a little bit, but so, I don't know. I think that's the fortress's health. Yeah, okay. We had to build it all the way up to 100. Okay. Yo, wizard! A corps is basically a small army group like a division. Yeah, but in this case, it means it for like a country. I think it means like a province or something. I'm not really sure. Like its own technical version of a province. Because that's why we had a casus belli, because this is a core of something. Okay, it paused. Here we go. Alright, to demand tribute in a peace deal, requires you to have a certain amount of war score. The war goal reduces the war score cost of that province by 50%. Having a claim on a province reduces the cost of diplomatic power by 50%. Click the Lannister province, then click diplomacy. Occupied by you, diplomacy. Then it says sign AP. Okay, so click Lannister province, then select sue for peace. Okay, now what? Demand tribute. Lawin. Lawin becomes part of England. We negotiate on the behalf of our Empire Alliance. They are negotiating for their entire alliance. White peace. Nobody will gain or lose anything. This deal will establish a truce until that. I think I have it right. Send demand. Yay, I got it. Okay, yeah. Alright, then it says, when a war ends, your two nations will have a truce. Unless you annex them, because then they have no longer exist. You can see which countries you have a truce with, and when they expire by hovering the mouse over the truce alert. Attacking someone when you have a truce with will incur a severe penalty to stability. It is not recommended. To the truce alert? Where's that? Up here? Too few rivals, low crown land. Your units have suffered casualties. That makes sense. You have exiled armies. I have exiled armies. What? They're not exiled. What do you mean? You have a free advisor slot. Disputed succession. Wow. Oh, that's the England trade, I think. You can build province improvements. Yeah, okay. Defender of the faith. Truce will expire. Okay, so the truce alert up here, yeah. So, okay. When a war ends, truce alert, it is not recommended. Next. This concludes the basic tutorial for Europa Universalis 4. You can replay the tutorial at any time if you wish to do so. Play the advanced game mechanics part to find out more about Europa Universalis 4 features in the Spanish Empire beginner campaign. Click exit to go back to the tutorial menu. Why did it do that? Wait, what's happening? Yeah, wow, it has to quit the game. This is an old game. This game hasn't been, it did come out a long time ago, so it makes sense that it has to do all that. We're loading it up. Alright, cool. Now we do the next tutorial. Now it will cover interface, map modes, and trade. Let's do it. Here we go, alright. This chapter will go through the interface and explain what the interface does. Click Next. Ducats are one of the primary resources and are used for paying for everything, from unit recruitment to building constructions. That's that up the top left. Manpower is an important resource that puts a limit on how many soldiers your nation can have. The manpower cap represents 10 years of manpower recruiting, a regiment of 1,000 manpower per regiment. Reinforcing armies that have taken casualties in war will also drain that manpower. Which was this. Stability represents how stable your nation is. Stability is connected to unrest, tax income, global trade power, and more. Stability can be increased in the Stability and Expansion tab, and costs administrative power. Stability can be lost through random events and breaking truces, changing state religion, or having a ruler die in combat. Corruption represents the level, which that was this. And then corruption is this one right here. Corruption represents the level of corruption in your nation. Corruption is connected to unrest, spy networks, construction, power costs, and more. Corruption increases over time due to unbalanced research. Unbalanced research, overtaxation, and the lack of religious unity. It can be decreased in by high stability and being ahead of the time in administrative or diplomatic technology. Prestige. Prestige is gained by winning battles, wars, or through random events. Prestige gives your troops increased morale, legitimacy, and better relations over time. So now we're at legitimacy and reputation. Or Republican tradition. So this is our tradition style. Each of these would be different depending on who we are. But only republics are affected by Republican tradition. And it primarily reduces national unrest. Republican tradition is lost by keeping the same ruler for several terms, and is gained slowly every year. Low Republican tradition is associated with increased stability costs. Then the next one is only monarchies are affected by legitimacy, and it represents how legitimate the rule of your monarch is considered. Legitimacy affects unrest, religious tolerance, diplomatic reputation. So that's interesting. So if we're a diplomatic, aka a more Republican style state, more voting about voting and changing leaders, then this is more important. And we get this number where the monarchs don't. But the monarchs, all they have to worry about is legitimacy right here, which replaces this meter. They have to be more worried about being impressive, whereas in ours, we can get away with, as long as we keep making it fair and we keep trading new leaders out, we don't let a leader run for too long, we can keep up the balance without hurting our stability cost. Whereas monarchs, their stability cost is based on their legitimacy. Power projection. Power projection is a value that reflects how good your nation is at flexing its muscles. By selecting rivals, and so that's probably the same thing as what Stellaris kind of does when it's showing you relative power. By selecting rivals and by taking aggressive actions against them, your power projection can increase. Having power projection can give you bonuses to your country. Privateering, winning wars, and bargaining and support rebels are examples of actions to increase your power projection. So that's here. Right now it's a neutral 0. Mostly not enough rivals is why it does not going up. But if we do any of the things it just said, we can, make it go up even higher. Envoys. Envoys are characters you use to perform different tasks. Merchants are used to collect income from trade and steer trade. Colonists are used to found new colonies. Diplomats are used to perform diplomatic actions. Missionaries are used to convert the religion of a province. Envoys will return when they have finished performing their tasks. So that's any of these. You have 3 resources which combined are called monarch points. These are administrative power, diplomatic power, and military power. You gain monarch points each month, and the amount depends on your rulers and your advisors' skills. Which is these things I was reading earlier. So our current leader is really good at diplomatic, not too good at military, and not necessarily too good. Oh, I see. We're in Venice right now, so we're still kind of small as Venice. It's Venice, Italy, right? So, yeah, we're pretty small in this timeline. So, that makes sense. These two would make the most sense because they're tiny, but really good at the talking people, though. So, you gain monarch power and all that. Okay. Next. Alerts. Alerts notify you about information that you might want to do something about. Left-clicking on an alert will take you to where you can do something about it, while right-clicking the alert will hide it. Red alerts are urgent, yellow alerts are important, and green alerts are non-urgent. The diplomatic offers from other countries also appear here. So yeah, all these. So like too few rivals. Provincial unrest somewhere. Don't know where. I don't know. Rebels and possible rebels. Okay, well, I don't see any, so I'm not really sure what it's talking about. Yeah, it's net. Yeah. What? Maybe that's just an example. Free advisor slot. Truce will expire with Ottomans and Milan. You can convert provinces to Catholic. You have 3 unassigned merchants. Okay. The production interface, which is over there, okay, is designed to help you make production more efficient and easy to use. You can learn, which is something I learned really late in Hearts of Iron, might be why I'm now understanding this a little faster, because now I know the production interface is where you do everything. You do your building of your railways, your roads, your castles, your provinces, everything. You can click on them individually and do them, but it's faster to do what it's about to show us. To make it more efficient and easy to use. You can learn more about the production chapter in the basic tutorial, which we already did. But just to show you an example, we can pull this up and just do all kinds of things from here. Navy, make core? See, this is definitely province related. So curious of me learning my own stuff. If I were to click this province, nothing happens. I wonder how I make a new one. Yeah, overtaxation. This has to do with territory. Who are we even playing as right now, I wonder? It looks like Venice. I can't click any of this. Maybe not. I actually don't know. It says we are. Maybe it's just got that disabled right now. I'll have to figure out what that is later. But make core, local autonomy, change culture, and then of course here we can immediately go to buildings and just build buildings anywhere in the province we have availability to do so. So you can just build all your stuff here. Then development, yeah, see, base production. You can use diplomatic and administrative power and all kinds of things to improve these things here. And states, okay. It's probably going to go through that in more detail, but I do already get that one. The production interface is designed to help you make things easier. Alright, move next. Now we're at the bottom. Holy Roman Empire. The Holy Roman Empire screen allows you to see which nation is the Holy Roman Emperor, who the electors are, and also view all the member states. Okay. Which we are not one of them. Do we have a prince in this state? We do. I think that's us. It looks like our... No, that's the wrong flag. Ours is the lion laying down. It don't look like we do. All these hate me because we're a republic. Wow, there's Frederick's territory currently. Who's leading? Oh, we can become emperor. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Don't think that benefits us quite too much as a republic. Not sure why I'm seeing... I must have some sort of map mode turned on. The Holy Roman Empire is where you see which nation is Holy Roman Emperor, the electors, and all the member states. If your state religion is Catholic, you will have access to the mechanics related to the papacy. The papacy will gives you information about papal influence, what you can spend it on. Every time the Pope dies, a new one must be chosen from an active cardinal. You may invest papal influence to increase the chances of you being in the next Curia controller. Ah! So if we have the Catholic religion, we can become Pope. The outliner helps you... Okay, outliner? Outliner. Ah. The outliner helps you by giving you fast information about progress, statuses of your armies, navies, buildings, envoys, and more. Yeah, this whole thing right here. Hey, my mouth. Next, score. Score represents how well your nation is doing and is divided into 3 categories. The categories are administrative, diplomatic, and military. You can view score comparison in the ledger to see what gives you score. Map modes will change the information given to you on the world map. The next chapter will go through them in more detail. Ah, yeah, see, that's normal. Trade. Imperial. Religious. Diplomatic. Political? Those are all down here. Oh, I have to icy. Alright. Map modes are a tool to help you better get information about the world you play. The default map mode is in terrain map mode. The political map mode will color all the provinces in different colors, one for each nation. The political map mode can make it easier to see borders and see where a nation has provinces around the world. The trade map mode shows you which provinces belong to what trade zone. In addition, it also shows you where trade flows, and it is here you order your merchants to steer trade in certain directions. You will learn more about that in trade steering later. The Imperial map mode shows which provinces belong to the Holy Roman Empire. Green provinces are Imperial provinces, orange are electors. Oh, I see. Orange are electors, blue are free cities, purple is the emperor. You may notice that one of your provinces, Brescia, belongs to the empire, while you as Venice do not. Who? Wait, one of... Brescia. I don't see a Brescia. Oh, no. That's Bergamo. There it is, Brescia. Ah. Interesting. So, Brescia belongs to the Empire even though we do not. The religious map mode shows you the spread of religion around the world. This will make it easier to see which provinces are not of your state religion and where you might find friends or foes. The diplomatic map mode gives you information about where your cores are. Okay, I assume you mean armies, but you keep making it sound like provinces. Oh, core provinces! I think I know what it means now. Hold on, let's see. Alright. Where your cores are, who are allies, and who are your enemies. The green stripes show you... Sadly, it's not on that. It's not on diplomatic, okay. The green stripes show you your core provinces that you do not own. Oh! That's why we had a claim earlier on that territory. Because if I'm in this map mode, I can see what belongs to my province. And anything that's not in my province that I don't own will be marked in green stripes. To let me know, hey, this isn't, this, you need this. Aha. Clicking on a province belonging to another nation will update the diplomatic map mode with the nation's information. So, here. Okay. Alright, I like that. See, some of these are just singles. Ooh, light blue. What does that mean? Wonder if that means vassal. Because that lit up when I clicked. Oh, no, it didn't. But yeah, it did, because that's part of this. Or maybe allies. Might mean allies. Okay. And that's my territory right there, okay. Alright, next. There are many more map modes to help you get information about what is going on in the game. Try clicking on one of the additional map buttons and have a look. Culture. Colors the province according to the various cultures. Displays the name of the cultures. Does it? So we're already Venetian culture. So you say it shows that, but I don't see that. Maybe I just have to click it. Yeah, culture. I have to highlight it. So Romagal, Tuscan, Ligurian. Okay, I see. Oopsies. So, unrest. I assume it would be red. Colors the province according to unrest. Red indicates provinces, okay, with high unrest, okay. Colors the province so that different types of government show in distinct colors. Wow. Are we the only Republican-style government over here? Because there's a lot of red. Rebel types. Colors the provinces to what type of rebel factions there are in the current country. Ooh, what? Oh. Lollards heretics. Oh, so we do have a couple provinces that are slightly unstable. So these are the ones it's talking about. That's a good way to know if what areas need to focus. And then dynasty. Colors the province according to ruling dynasties and displays the name of those dynasties. So, von Habsburg. We are our own people. Venice. D'Esta. Visconti. And de Beaujeu. Okay, cool. Cool. Let's go back to that. And let's hit next. This concludes this chapter. The next chapter will go through trade in more detail. Hello. I saw she came by earlier. I just out the window. I was like, what? Because I was putting my headset to charge. HRE was a failed state by that time. That's true. Yeah. But yeah, she just came by to say hello. Some what? That's what I want. But what time is it? 7:06. Okay, I'll have to be done by 8 if I do that.
What?
Taco Bell.
I'm not going to Taco Bell.
You don't have to do that. There's Grubhub.
Is that going to leave you enough $20?
Yeah, I have my. Don't worry, I've got enough. It'll be good. And it depends. Well, it depends on how late it gets to while I'm streaming, so we'll see. I might just not do that tonight. But yes, well, let's continue. Venezia. So, trade is an important part of Europa Universalis. 4. The world is divided up in different trade nodes, with each having a different number of provinces in them. Provinces produce different trade goods, and the trade value of those goods is transported to their respective trade nodes. Trade nodes are visible on the map as either floating buoys or cities, and they have light blue stripes connecting each other. Yeah, like these. Click Venezia. There we go. Venezia. There's the Venice button. Okay. A good portion of the trade power in trade nodes comes from provinces that can be improved by building trade buildings. Certain provinces are centers of trade, or they have a river estuary. Both of these give good bonuses to trade power. Your capital province, Venezia, is an example of a province that is the center of trade. So So click the Venice button. The trade value in the trade node comes from the provinces that trade there. You can either collect income from the trade value or steer the trade to the next trade node. Trade power is a very important value that determines how much of the trade in the trade node you control. The more trade you control, the more income you can collect. So that's why you want to steer it to like apex centers of your own trade. The more income you can collect, or the more trade value you can transport forwards. So these are the different places trading in this area. We seem to be the biggest. Is this the trade power? Where's the trade power? I don't have any light ships. Ah, yep. So ours is way higher than theirs right now. Yeah, you can earn 4.22 here per tick, I assume. But let's let it teach me how to do that. Okay, next one. Yeah, see, now that's why I didn't click it yet. Your merchants can perform two different actions in the trade node. Collect from trade, which will collect the income from the trade. The amount of the trade power you have compared to the other competitors determines how many ducats you will gain in trade income. Remember to unpause the game. Have a merchant collect from trade in the Venice trade node to continue. Collect from trade. Oh, I guess these are just different people. They all arrive in one day, so we'll just go with Sebastian here. Let's see. Actions in trade nodes collect. It's like, remember to unpause the game. Alright, here we go. Alright, now we pause again. Oopsies. Alright, now the second action your merchant can perform is transfer trade power. So let's go find the area it's pointing at first. Alright. Transfer trade power. This will transfer trade value from one trade node to another. The amount of trade power you have compared to your competitors determines how much trade value is transferred. Select Alexandria. Oh, Alexandria. Ah, Egypt. That makes sense. Select Alexandria. Select the Alexandria province, then click the button to go to the trade node. There, right? Okay, yeah. So, go to the trade node, go to the Alexandria trade node, and have a merchant transfer trade power to continue. So, transfer trade power. We'll have... Hey, we keep having Pietros in everything we've been doing lately. Bet you didn't see that coming. Alright, Pietro, get over there. It'll take you 19 days to get there, though. So go... Right, so let's unpause and let him get there. Pause, okay. So now we're transferring trade power. I imagine that made my trade power a lot better. Back up here. Yeah, see now the trade value is 7.77. We collect 5.53 out of it now. I see how that works. Alright, now next part. The trade. Let me read chat before we continue. Okay, I haven't missed anything. Good, good. Also, welcome, Wizard, if I forgot to say that earlier. Welcome to some Europa Universalis. The trade map mode. The trade map mode shows you where the different trade nodes are, which provinces is steered towards them. As you see here, you are now steering trade from Alexandria to Venice. Trade can only flow in the direction the arrows are pointing. So you want to try to influence all the arrows that are coming to this location you have control over. Gotcha. That's where you want to do all the trade power and send it this direction. So you can maximize the trade value you pick up per month or whatever it is here. So can only flow in the direction the arrows are pointing. Some trade nodes are so-called end nodes, which trade cannot be steered away, meaning here we have an end node. So I will say playing as Venice, Italy makes us really powerful in trade, because we do have a end node that we control, that all the trade goes here. So we can't, you can tell that if you start with Venice, you can make quite a bit of income probably early game. Which means the trade cannot be steered away. Trade power directly affects how large a proportion of trade in the trade node you can control. Trade power comes from provinces and from light ships that are protecting the trade. There are also ideas and a diplomatic advisor that affect global trade power. I think Hearts of Iron has a form of that for the naval side of trade. Most of the trade on land is just railroads and trains. But on the sea, I do think it does still kind of play into, you want to have a fleet kind of scouting the area, protecting against rebels and like pirates from raiding the trade route and things like that to increase your trade value because you are protecting the goods getting there. So yeah, light ships that are protecting the trade route. There are also ideas, diplomatic advisors that affect global trade power. Select your ships in Port Venezia. So now we're going to get to learn how to do this. Light ships can be ordered to protect trade. This means they will patrol the trade node and increase the amount of trade power you have in that node. Having your ships protect trade is very important for increasing trade income. Have your ships protect trade in the trade node. So select a mission, protect trade. Here I assume? Protecting trade node Venice, yes. Cool. Alright, the easiest way of increasing your trade is by building more light ships and having them protect trade. Bar queues that are protecting trade increase your trade power in the trade node by 3. Click the production interface in the top left. So we gotta make some stuff. Probably some bar queues. So build 3 light ship bar queues to continue. Alright, so we'll go, you says 3? 1, 2, 3. Right? Oh, I'm an idiot. 1, 2, 3. Me, big dumb. Okay. How are we building them? +2, yeah. So that's going to take a little bit. We'll let it kind of do its thing. Are we making money? Yeah, plus 3.83. Four days, 3 days. That's 1. Alright. Alright, we got one more ship to be made. Yep, there's 15 in the fleet now. See, apparently I sent one small ship over here. I don't see... No, it is one of the... I wonder which fleet ended up on it. Because they don't have a mission currently. Alright, let's make this all one little fleet here. Let's merge. Have them protect trade. Here. Hiding. Current mission, protecting trade node. Alright. This concludes the end of the trade chapter of the tutorial. Hopefully you've gained a better grasp of how trade works in Europa Universalis. Click exit to go back to the tutorial menu. Alright, I want to try something real quick. So sadly, these buttons do not do shortcuts. Does it tell me what the shortcuts are? Yeah, it does. Why? Okay. So I'll have to make a control scheme for hotkeys for this game as I play. Most of it I'll probably just click the buttons and do things there and then just unpause, but that's good. Let's get out of here for that. It's gonna restart the game again apparently, because, you know, apparently that's how this works. All right. This has been a good stream. I've enjoyed this. These past 3 days playing these little grand strategy little simulator games have been hella fun. This one wasn't as funny as the last 2 episodes because of me trying to finagle through the dark. Because I'm starting to kind of understand it now, so I'm making less mistakes. But it was fun. It was really funny. I do hope that we get some more games like this coming soon. I want all the grand strategies. Okay, we have one more tutorial to kind of start up before we wrap up. We'll probably wrap up close around 8 o'clock. So now we have the Spanish Empire. So yeah, we're gonna get, it seems to, it's gonna be working through us actually doing stuff. This is part of the tutorial where you will go through the mechanics in a way that more accurately would mimic a real game. You will learn about declaring war, annexing countries, and how to manage conquered lands. You will also learn about events, stability, rebels, and exploration. PC Stellaris? No, I said I want some more, although I wouldn't mind playing some PC Stellaris. Once James gets it on PC, I will invest at some point. It won't be anytime soon yet. Oh, I need to... Oh, we're paused. Good. It won't sadly be anytime soon yet, but once he gets his PC, I will at some point be investing in the PC version of certain strategy games. just so we can do it on PC instead, so we can have mods and stuff. Because it would be kind of cool to also add certain mods to certain empires that we're using, even with all the cool DLC that we're going to be using. Because it would allow us to have custom portraits for like certain empires. Like if I wanted Xenos, I could actually make them look like Xenos, stuff like that. Like once James does have his PC, I am for sure going to be converting certain ones over to PC completely. They won't be on console. Like the only ones that'll still be on console eventually, and I will rebuy it for console when I get the chance, is Company of Heroes. So that way I can play with Tam King and James at the same time. So we can all three play together. Because I know Tam King's going to try to pick that up when it gets... at some point when it goes on sale and stuff. So... those types of games I'll still get on console. But eventually a lot of the strategies, other than just personal preference on my half, a lot of them will end up back on PC fully. Including Stellaris at some point. But... that won't be, sadly, until it gets it. Gigastructures is a must. Oh, I know. That's something that big I want to do. I can't overwork James's computer too hard. His will be a little younger than mine, and it'll have some things better than mine, but I think other things it'll have a harder time with. But that way we don't blow up either of our computers. But we're definitely going to be pushing it at least to a certain extent. But, alright, let's continue. I assume we are this. So we're... who? Wait. Oh! Where's Sevelia? Okay. Army recruitment is an important aspect of ongoing wars. Recruitment progress takes place in a province, but can be started in two ways. Either through the production interface in the top left or by clicking recruitment region button in a province. It's easier to do it the way it just said. Then you can decide which armies get built where. Okay, so select a regiment from the list on the left and click the green provinces to start recruitment. Each recruitment costs 1,000 manpower as well as ducats. Remember to unpause the game. Recruit 5 land units. So it costs... base maintenance. What's our... oh, we've got plenty. Let's get some knights. We'll do them kind of in the center here. We'll do one knight there, a knight there. We need 5. We'll do 2 knights and 3 men-at-arms. And then we'll do there, there, there. To make it a little faster. And that should be 5. Let's let him recruit. There it is. When you declare war on a target, you want to have a casus belli on them. If you do not have a casus belli or justification, that part we already know. So we're apparently going after you. So wait a minute. Aha! See, this is what I didn't see last time. Hello. What's up? So this is what I didn't see last time. Is this striped little line here over this territory. This means it's a part of our core region, if I remember correctly. Yeah. It's definitely that. So click this. You do not have a... right click, Granada province. Okay, so diplomacy. We do have a casus belli. They hold provinces that we have claims on. Oh no, we do have a claim on this apparently already. Apparently we already made it. Okay. Take Granada. Granada? Declare war on Granada to continue. Okay. We're calling in allies complete. Declare war. The war overview window gives you an overview. Gives you an overview of how the war is going, who the belligerents are, and who the war leader of each side is. That's the territory we're going after. Alright, and who is the war leader of each side? Battles and sieges are listed in the bottom of it. Okay. So it's us in Aragon going after Granada. Click next. The result of the war will be recorded and presented as war score. War score is gained by occupying enemy provinces and by winning land or naval battles. If an enemy occupies your provinces or defeats you in battle, you will instead lose war score. War score decides what can be demanded in a peace offering. Remember to unpause the game. Have a war score of 100%. Okay. Let's get the big boy armies down here. We've got a 17k. They should not need the help with this, but we're going to try anyways. Alright, push into that territory. Let's have, let's create another mini army. Let's have everyone converge here. Actually, no, here. Go ahead and make another mini army with the troops that it had us recruit. Alright. And now we just let it go. Yep, we're at battle with them. We do have quite a lot, but I do have that big one on the way. Alright, hold on. Now that that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and direct you in here. They are retreating, but we're going to put more troops in there just to make sure we're winning. Alright, the 5k, you're going to defend this region right here. Oh, no, wait, I didn't mean to do that. They're not merged yet. Merge into one army, now move over here. Knowing James, he would turn the supermassive black hole into a gun. Yeah, he would. No, that sounds like something he would definitely do. Like, that legit sounds like James. How do I see all the armies when you're looking at something? Is there an interface for militaries? I don't know. This number fluctuates so much when you're sieging a castle. Okay, you just click it again. Okay, so you just double click to keep going, cycling through. So yeah, we've got a decent little force here right now. 31k fighting this castle. We are losing troops. We will have to resupply, but I do have a 5k I can split in half and give them if I need it. And knowing you, everyone needs to keep their stealth detection up to date. You better believe it. Don't let the tricksters in the door. Also, why are we losing all of a sudden? Why is this taking so long? Might need to bring in some reserves. It looks like we're losing somehow. Alright, why are we losing this? Yeah, we're losing quite a few troops. It's not really, Okay, there it goes. Damn, we need a lot of troops to take this place. Good thing I made an extra 5k, just in case we need it. Yeah, they're taking casualties, but the percentages are going up very well. Okay, there we go. They surrendered. I guess it's a percentage chance every time they do that, it's gonna surrender or not. So let's pause. So I have to have a war score of 100%. I'm at 68, so we're gonna have to attack the other territory. So let's highlight both and send them both in. Might need to bring this extra 5 down, but we'll see. Alright, we won that. Now we gotta siege this castle, which is gonna take quite a bit. It's negative 64%. That's heavily defended. Let's bring in this 5 for some reinforcements, just in case we need it. Alright. Ooh. That don't look like it went in our favor in that pun. Yeah, it has a fully maintained fort. That's why it's taking so long. So yeah, you gotta get that percentage up, and then that means every time that ticks over, there's a percentage if they're gonna capture it or not. That's why it's slowly building up. I see how that works. Yeah, stealth ships can sneak into close borders. Yeah, and then do all kinds of crazy things. That's why I said always watch for the tricksters. See, now it's a 21% chance after every battle we win. Disease outbreak. Yeah, so it's random events happening during the battle. That's how that simulates. That's cool. Yeah, we're not getting lucky right now. There they go. They surrendered. Let's pause. We now have 100%. Demand Granada's last provinces to continue. Do what? Oh. Hold on. Close that. So, Granada is defeated. Annex them to finish the reconquest of Spain. Right-click the... Oh, we're Spain. Oh. Right-click the war overview shield at the bottom right. Right-click it. Okay, I see. Select their province to demand. Select their province. Select their provinces to demand their annexation. So you. We demand their full annexation. Okay. To demand their annexation, then click Send Demands. Remember to unpause the game. So, alright. Send demands. Unpause the game. Good. Okay, we now recontrol most of Italy. Let's move a unit over here and separate them so I know they're not a part of the same thing. This concludes the conquest chapter of the Spanish Empire campaign. Next is, alright, the ruler. The ruler is very important for development of your country. You have 3 resources which combined are called monarch points. These are administrative power, diplomatic power, and military power. You gain monarch points each month, and the amount depends on your monarch skills and your advisors. So, wow, oh god. Look how it's making it OP for the tutorial. But look at our administrative power. It's at max. This dude has been alive so long that he is a god at administrative abilities. This guy could organize, and clean up a scrapyard. This is what a leader looks like when he has extreme OCD and as far as leading a country. That's great. I love that. I like that it can do that you can get it that high if a leader lives long enough. Oh man, you gain monarch points each month. Depends on the monarch skills and advisors. Click next to continue. Advisors boost how many monarch points you gain each month. They cost gold to hire and you also pay them salaries each month. Hiring a more expensive advisor will give you more monthly monarch points, but you will gain less gold each month. Click, you have a free advisor slot. I've been seeing that for a long time. I gotta find it. There it is. Okay, advisors boost how many monarch points you get. They cost gold to hire. Okay, click the empty portraits to go to the list. Okay. So we've got Veralino, Hermagilo, and Enrico or Enrique? Maybe? It might be. Actually, probably. It's probably how that's actually spelled, and I've never really seen it. So, this higher? I say this one. It's a +2. What is it? -2 monthly. What is it? Yeah, both of these are expensive because they're doing +2s. This is a +1. I'm just gonna go with this guy. That costs us 75, and it will be additional 4 a month, which we can't afford that. Hold on, cancel that. We'll do this instead. Let's see, core provinces. Okay, so here we go. Core provinces. Core provinces are provinces that your nation considers their homelands. It is important to make provinces into cores. Oh! To avoid overtaxation. A province that is not a core province has significantly less reduced tax income and manpower. Having a claim on a recently conquered province will reduce the cost and time it takes to make it a core. Remember to unpause the game. Make core in Granada. Alright, let's see how to do this. Oh, there's the button. So let's read this. Spend 28, what is this called? Administrative power. Spend 28 administrative power to gain a core in this province. It will take 6 months. The total cost of 28 administrative points is given by base cost per development 10, development 14. Coring cost modified by 98%. Minus 98%. War exhaustion plus 1.2%. Tutorial. Oh, the tutorial is giving me a cheat. Tutorial minus 90%. But have a claim also 10%. So that's why it's taking only 6 months. It would probably take a couple years. So, make core. Do you wish to make Granada into a core province? It will cost 28 administrative power. It will take 6 months. You got it. And now we gotta unpause to continue. Yeah, remember to unpause the game. Okay. Just let it do its thing. We actually are losing money right now. Everything lagging a little bit at that speed. Oh, it's at max, that's why. Oh. Pause. Okay. Are we making money again? Plus 8.84. Not a lot. That's for sure. Anyways. Now we get to learn about religion. Maintaining religious unity is important for keeping your nation stable and rebel-free. To have religious unity, you must convert provinces to your state religion. Converting a religion of a province requires a missionary. Conversion progress can be improved by high stability. Convert the province of Granada to continue. Yeah, right now it's the Sunni. Click to send mercenary. It will cost, well, so we're going to lose money, but we've got plenty for now. It will cost 1.57 a month to convert this province due to development and autonomy. It will take approximately 1 month to convert Granada to become Catholic. The missionary will have a monthly progress of 91% due to the following. Tutorial, yeah. And once again, this would take you. This is why money's kind of important in this game. Treasury and making sure you have enough ducats to do everything. Because some things may take you a couple years before it fully finishes. So you will have to maintain that monthly uptick for that long. So yeah. Alright, that is now being a thing and is happening. Now we unpause. Pause. Oh, pause. It pauses it for me. I need to remember that. Alright, buildings. Buildings are an important part of improving your nation's economy and military strength. Most buildings can be built in all provinces, but they are limited by the number of building plots in a province. All buildings cost ducats to build. Remember to unpause the game. Construct a church in Granada to continue. So we're going to go straight to Granada for this one. Church. Shop. Where's the church? Oh, there it is. Not the courthouse. Where be church? What? It means courthouse. Oh no. Oh, the church? Wait. So in this religion, the church is the tax office. Right. Confirm build. Take 12 months. Alright. I paused it again. Something else happened. How's our money doing now? Still not negative, but we're spending to do anything. Stability. Stability represents how stable your nation is. Stability is connected to unrest, tax income, global trade power, and more. Stability can be increased in Stability in the Expansion tab and costs administrative power. Click the shield in the top left. Okay. Click the shield. Where'd it go? Click the shield in the top left, the Stability and Expansion tab, and then Shield. Ability and Expansion tab. Right? What did it say? Stability. There it is. Nope, wrong one. That one. Click the shield in the top left and that. Okay. And then under Stability, click Boost. Spend 208 of your 999 administrative power to boost. Do so. Okay. Pause. Royal marriages. Royal marriages are a way to form a bond between your nation and another nation. With no unit selected, right-click on a province in Portugal. Oh. So it wants me to do this. I'm going to probably any of them. Right-click on a province in Portugal to open up diplomacy with them. Click the Hold on. Alright. Click the dynastic actions. Okay. According to accordation, to show the royal marriage option. Enter a royal marriage. Okay, let me scroll down. Enter a royal marriage with Portugal. Gotcha. Do you wish to send a royal marriage request to Portugal? This will bring our two realms closer together. Our legitimacy will change by -2 when signing the deal. Due to their inferior prestige and legitimacy, having 2 royal marriages will have the following effect on... Okay, but we still get more overall. Okay. They are yes. Answer. Confirmed. Alright, pause. Alright, let me read the rest of what it's explaining. Having royal marriages increases your legitimacy over time, but will give you a one-time reduction of so that makes sense. One-time reduction of legitimacy that depends on the difference in prestige and legitimacy of the 2 countries. Having a royal marriage with another nation gives you a chance of merging your dynasties and possibly entering a personal union. Click next. Decisions. Decisions allow you to reform your nation in some way. If the requirements are fulfilled, you can enact the decisions and immediately gain the effects of the decision. Some decisions can be large undertakings, such as forming Germany or Italy. So yeah, click National Decision Available Alert to go to the Decisions tab. Which I know how to get to the Decisions tab. I went past it. But what does it say? Click the National Decisions Available Alert. National Decision Available. Decisions allow you to reform your nation in some way. If the requirements are fulfilled, you immediately gain the effects. I already read that. Okay. Form Spain diplomatically to continue. Country changes to Spain. Inherit Aragon. Spain will get a permanent claim on the entire Iberia region except for Bessaria, Alento, and Macronesia areas. Madrid will become the new capital. Do it. Let's see. Technology can be unlocked by spending monarch points. Technology is divided into 3 categories, and each category is associated with one of the 3 monarch points. Open technology tree. Being ahead in technology will give you a penalty to technology costs. It is a good idea to plan technology and ideas so the ones that you want so that the ones you want do not require the same monarch points. Okay. It is also the good plan in accordance with your ruler's abilities. Unlock Renaissance Thought 7 to continue. Ah, I see. Researching Renaissance will cost... Wow, that's quite a lot, but we have it. The monarch point costs to acquire technologies is modified by the institutions you have embraced. At the start of the game, the only unlocked institution is feudalism, which starts out embraced by all countries in Europe and most of Asia. Every 50 years, a new institution is born in a province somewhere in the world, and it will then slowly spread to the rest of the world from that point. In order to embrace an institution, it needs to have spread to at least 10% of your province. Once a new institution is born, every country that has not yet embraced it will now slowly increase. It will get a slowly increasing penalty to technology costs. What institutions exist and how they have spread can be examined by clicking the Institutions button in the Technology tab. So, whoops. Shit. So, institution spread plus 25%, embracement cost plus 8%, colonialism. Colonialism has not yet been discovered. Was this Renaissance? Which is what we are, I think, right? Yeah. We're Renaissance right now. Okay. I see. Already read that. Next. Oh. Ideas. Unlocking an idea in the idea group costs 400 monarch points of either administrative, diplomatic, or military power. Which monarch points are used depends on the idea group. It is a good idea to choose the idea group that uses monarch points of the type you have plenty of. Select the exploration idea group to continue. Exploration. Expansion, economic. Where the heck is exploration? Oh, there it is. This will use your free slot to unlock the idea of group A. Yes. This concludes the Spanish Inquisition chapter of the Spanish Empire campaign. Exploration and colonization is an important part of Europa Universalis 4. Discovering new lands and founding new settlements is a relatively peaceful way of expanding your empire. Let's see, they can shoot while invisible. Oh! I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me that. Sorry I didn't read that till just now, but I'm kind of getting rolling now in this tutorial. And I'm trying to finish up before 8 o'clock really rolls around too hard. Select your fleet in... Okay, so let's read this. Uncharted lands are hidden by Terra Incognita. You will need to explore an explorer or a conquistador in order to move into Terra Incognita. To recruit explorers or conquistadors, you need to first have unlocked the quest for the New World idea. Select your fleet in Sevilla, so that idea has to be done first, which was in that idea section we were in earlier, in order to do this. Select your fleet in Sevilla and assign a leader to it. Does that mean... I guess this means that it's a conquistador / explorer. Okay, done. Explorers lead fleets while conquistadors lead land armies. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Okay, I see what it means now. Your fleet is led by Christopher Wow, I didn't realize that. Your fleet is led by Christopher Columbus, who is an explorer. Order your ships into Terra Cognita by right-clicking on in the area. Oh wow, are we going where I think we're going right now? Is that a thing? Is that something I can actually do? Alright, have your fleet sail west and follow the arrow. Okay. Whoa, it's in like max speed. That max speed tanks my computer's legs. Hold on. Let's go like right there. Alright, they're not finished going over there quite yet. We apparently need to go right here. That's a long journey. Let's go up one more. I think the computer can handle that one, yeah. Oh, we're not done. Apparently we're still moving. We're looking for the new world. Oh, still not there yet. Looks like we're getting close though. Ooh, we are losing quite a bit of money for what it's having me do. Wow, still not there. Antilius current though, we're getting there. Oh. Hey, so this would be what is it south of us? Like the islands of the Dominican Islands, all those kinds of things are going to be down here. Because I think we're near... If that is actually in this game, that means the factions that represent that can actually go over there and start conquering that territory, I assume. Once you have Seeking the New World unlocked. Click Tortuga, yep. We're down near the islands. Why can't I click it? Why are you not going into Tortuga? Okay, I'm losing too much money. What the hell? Oh, click Tortuga to continue. I am terrible. Colonies can be founded by nations that have access to colonists. Colonists are primarily gained by exploration and expansion idea groups. When a colonist is sent to an uncolonized province, he first has to travel there. Once he has arrived, he will begin constructing a settlement. Click Send to continue. Ah, send. Yep, and now they're there. Okay. Once settled, a colony will take some time to grow before it becomes self-sufficient. The amount of new settlers in the colony will increase each month, and it needs 1,000 settlers to become self-sufficient. Having a colonist present will increase the growth of settler population. Which I assume is this. Or maybe this guy. He's probably the colonist, yeah, so... We can recall him, but it'll take twice as long. Okay. End of tutorial. I think we finally did it for tonight. Well done! This concludes the New World chapter of the Spanish Empire campaign, and also marks the end of the tutorial. You now hopefully have a grasp of the basic tools to get you started with Europa Universalis 4. We recommend that you make good use of the hint system once you start playing a regular game. Have fun with the game. Exit. Alright, let's let it restart one last time. Yep, late medieval to Napoleon. So, okay, that's cool. I like that we actually do have to actually colonize the New World areas and stuff. That's really cool. This is actually going to make this game a lot more fun because it means the expansion is actually a lot bigger than I thought. Depending on especially who we pick. Sounds like an opening to a movie. You know how they go doo doo doo. Sounds like that. Alright though, I think that's where we'll leave it for tonight though. I don't want to start any main campaigns yet. I do want to dive in this, much like the Crusader Kings and Hearts of Iron. What we don't do this week of those, for our special strategy week special that we're doing this week, in honor of Company of Heroes coming to the channel. What we don't do this week, I'm gonna, on my own, off camera, go and play like a little bit of each of these games to kind of get my head around them a little bit better. So when we do start the main series for them, we're gonna be able to just do it whenever and just start up and just go. I won't have to worry about kind of like, what did this do again? It's fun for the first playthrough, but at the next one, I wholeheartedly want to give y'all a playthrough of where we actually know what we do and to make our empires as strong as we can and conquer all of the land, no matter which game it is. So, I have enjoyed this. I do really like a lot of Paradox's grand strategy style games like these. Hearts of Iron, Crusader Kings, Europa Universalis. They're all really, really good design games and really well set up. In order for you to kind of have fun. They got deep mechanics. I will say graphically, as I said the other night, if you're more into Total War or like tactical games where you actually like to see the units battling each other and command them tactically, this game probably you wouldn't like. However, that's also why we're doing this for Company of Heroes 3, because Company of Heroes 3 takes this type of game and combines it with a tactical game like Call to Arms and things like that. I'm so excited. Like, I can't tell y'all how much. I cannot wait to do that stream either next week or later this week, depending on how things go. I've got to be careful, like I said, with my money right now, so depending on what it is and what needs to be like in stuff like that, we'll determine if it ends up being next week or closer to the 3rd, or on the 3rd, I should say. So that will be the latest though. Now that I know the 3rd is not a Thursday, it will definitely be on the 3rd when we do the stream for Company of Heroes. Let me double check right now just to make sure I'm not being a dum-dum, that I looked at that right when I looked at my calendar. Yeah, it's a Friday. It's this Friday. Okay, so that works out. Let's see. Yep, late medieval to Napoleon. Heads up, Ardnot. Don't bone rush the enemy. Oh, I know. Because that's not a good idea in any of these games, or probably even in Company of Heroes 3, I assume. But in any of these games, you really don't want to rush, because you really do actually have limited supplies or limited manpower in this game, to where if you force it and you lose too much, and you don't throw in the towel before you realize it's too late, you can actually suffer worse starting a war that you couldn't win than, you know, than just sitting back and waiting till you know you for sure you can at least make a decent push. So, no, they tend to be dug in. Now, yeah, that part that makes sense as well. You're probably talking about Call to Arms, but that makes sense. And that game is going to make more. It's going to be even more important to be careful with what you do, because defensive fortifications are a thing, and since map manipulation thing is a thing, I'm pretty sure just like Total War, there's like defense, there's probably all kinds of things you can do. I'm just assuming. I haven't spoiled too much on it for me, because I want to be surprised by how awesome it is. I've seen enough that I know I would love that game, even if it's all that. Even with what I've just seen, little I've seen, even if it was just that, I would be happy with the game. But I know it's a lot more than that. So, I'm so excited. But I imagine there's all kinds of things you can do. You'll be moving into a killing ground. Yeah, you gotta make sure you're ready before you attack. And I assume that's a big deal in that game. That's why I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. We'll probably screw it up the first time. and I'll probably lose or die or make a misstep that we're not enough troops or whatever. Who knows? It could be anything. But hey, that's what'll make it more fun. Like I said, I had fun with the last 2 streams, the last couple of days with us learning grand strategy again. It was goofy and dumb, but hilarious and fun. Artillery would break their defense if you camp. That's true. That's a good idea. Kind of break down some of them emplacements and stuff, so you don't have to bum rush something that's like dug in like a tick. Yeah, I agree. Like I said, I'll be a lot smarter with my tactics when it comes to the World War II beach situation. When there's the beach strategy comes in with the Normandy. I'm going to try to be a lot smarter if I'm playing as US when I fight that fight. So, you know, not as many deaths. It's like, geez. And since battleship bombardment and artillery bombardment is a thing, it's like, why not do that? AI on Conquest would punish you with big guns if you camp. That's true, that's what I'm saying. You don't want to lock down, but you don't want to sit too you don't want to sit too idle and lock down, but you also want to make sure you take enough precautions to soften up what you're pushing. Or they're just going to hold you in place and then you're just going to infinitely shoot at each other with big guns. That's all you'll have. But yeah, I can't wait though. It's going to be so fun. Like I said, at latest it'll be Friday. If I can't do it like tomorrow or whatever. It'll at earliest it'll be tomorrow. I can't do it Thursday because like I said, I've got my support group meeting for amputees Thursday. And I usually get back kind of late from that because it starts around like 7. So usually it ends around 8:30, somewhere around there, depending on what has to be discussed or what we go over that night. Also for anyone who's interested that lives in the Concord area, I will be working on trying to get more information out there. I am also going to end up making a YouTube channel for it and stuff like that, so that way we can get the word out there for everyone who wants to be a part of it. But I've got that Thursday, so I won't be doing any big streams Thursday. We'll do probably Midnight Suns Thursday this week, which because I won't have time for Dyson Spear, which I do want to discuss that with the Dyson Spear watchers. I am gonna have to move that to every other Thursday because of that issue, because the meeting is only every other Thursday. So normal Thursdays will be Dyson Sphere. Meeting Thursdays will be most likely Midnight Suns or some other game that's a lot easier to start up pretty quickly when I get back. So, or before I go, whichever works out that day. So, German flag, let's see, I'm talking about, Gates of Hell, yeah. Call to Arms, Gates of Hell, yeah. I know very well how annoying artillery will just boop, 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 boop. Just sit there. If you sit there, you're dead. You gotta have a way of stopping it. German Flak 88 are painful. Company of Heroes 3 is somewhat the same, but Gates of Hell tends to punish you even more. It does, yeah. I didn't know you were talking about Call to Arms, Gates of Hell, but yeah, no, that is accurate. Don't sit still. Always be moving. Keep your defenses sitting still, but your attackers and flankers need to be doing their job, or someone's just gonna big gun you until there's nothing left. That's just how those games sometimes devolve into. So, I do agree, 100,000%. But Company of Heroes is like a small version of that. So, I'm more worried about the map stuff, like the overworld stuff that's now new. You can get punished pretty hard for not paying attention to that now. So, whereas it didn't really matter before, now it matters. So, can't move as much either, or else Flak 88 in the bushes, right? Exactly. That's why you gotta be careful. You gotta know where you're going, know what units to push where. Call to Arms taught me a lot of hard lessons about hardcore, like, tactical, military, modern strategies, like World War II and up. Like, things that do with guns, artillery, and tanks, and all of that. planes, naval. It taught me a lot about how to be efficient and what not to do and what to do. I still never got fully efficient at it because I didn't get to play it very much because, you know, at the time I was trying to play it with, I'll give him a shout out to Prime. I was trying to play it with him for a while. I think he's changed his name on Twitch. I'm not really sure, but, you know, either way, big shout out to him. You know, hope he's doing well. But it just didn't work out, and we never ended up really committing to playing Call to Arms or Men of War Assault Squad, one or the other. We didn't, neither one did we fully commit to. And I really wanted to play more of those games, especially against you and Darius and everyone else. I do plan on, once James gets his legitimate computer, we are gonna redo that. We're gonna try again with that. We are gonna do all the things we didn't get to do during that time. Like Stellaris playthroughs with all of us together, Call to Arms, whatever. All of them. No, maybe not all at once, but, you know, eventually we will try to do, we're gonna try to start amping up the multiplayer join-in kind of sessions when it comes to strategies and ways to get people in. Because sometimes PlayStation is a bit of a pain, unless you already have PlayStation or already on it and have that game. Sometimes PlayStation can be a little harder to work with when it comes to getting larger multiplayer streams going. So, we're definitely going to be doing that. So, Conquest is even worse. You only get a limited amount of dudes and fight a large amount of enemies. Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, Conquest is pretty terrible. Well, terrible in a good way. Terrible as in it makes you think. It makes you actually have to figure out what you really have to do and be efficient with your units. Otherwise, you're just gonna die. You only get a limited amount. Oh, I already read that. Yeah, but yeah, I agree. But anyways, I'm gonna get off here for tonight. It is getting late. I've got to decide if I'm ordering food out because I do have a hankering for Taco Bell. I know it's terrible. My insides are gonna explode. That's a nice way to put it. But I don't know. Sometimes every now and then. Oh, what the heck happened now? Alright, I'm not sure what caused that. But alright. Anyways. Don't know what that one was. But, but yeah, I'm gonna get off here for tonight, guys. I hope you've been... Okay, now it's just being dumb. What is going on? Something is loading, but it's not showing it. What's going on? What are you trying to load? Freaking me out. That's not... Nope, don't you do it. I don't want that on the screen. Oh, but that was like news reports. I can't do that. What the heck is that? That's EA. Okay. Something's causing my computer to bring it out here for some reason. Oh, that. Thanks. Thanks, Adobe. Useful. Thanks. Any more alerts you want to give me so I don't pull out of the game? I hope that don't become... I'll need to remember to do all my alerts before I play this game next time. Because apparently because of how old it is, it cannot run the game when an alert picks up. So anyways, enough of that. Let's see. Bayard not remember the Soviets and Call to Arms get both British and American tanks. That is true. They do. They do. You can use both Sherman 76s, T-34-85s, and a Churchill. That's what makes them really powerful in Call to Arms. I will say that before I go. They're probably the easiest ones to really do, just because of that versatility. So, but anyways, I hope you had a good one, Farseer. Thank you so much for joining. Big shout out to you, as always, as my moderator, keeping the firing line in order. And I hope you enjoyed tonight's stream. And also, big shout out to Wizard, my other moderator. Also, check out his channel and show him some love. He's an amazing dude and a cool, awesome person. So, definitely big shout outs. I wish you all the best, all y'all out there. Wait, nah, Germans got some scary stuff. Oh, no, they do. I meant on the ally side. But yeah. Of course, the Axis is just Germany. If you want the easy side of the Axis, just pick German. It's like, if you want the easy ally side, then technically it depends on your playstyle, but Russia is still easier. But yeah, no, I agree. But alright, everyone, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed. I wish you a good morning or good evening, wherever you may be out there. And I hope to catch you in the next one for tomorrow's episode. I don't want to say what it is yet because I'm actually not quite sure. So give me like some time to organize some stuff. Tomorrow's episode will most likely end up being one of these games again, or I may end up throwing in an extra Midnight Sun episode tomorrow. Or maybe even a filler game I haven't got to show off to you guys yet. Since normally Warhammer would be tomorrow. Well, actually, no. Maybe I should still do that. It is a grand strategy. It would count. It's not a realistic grand strategy. It's a fantasy grand strategy, but it does count. I'll have to see. We might do the Brass Citadel tomorrow, just to kind of throw it in the mix. Because the other option would be is if I do end up with that game tomorrow, we do that tomorrow. But we'll see. But I hope y'all enjoyed, and thank you so much as always, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone! Bye!